Next, we have Subway. The retail giant. Subway try to provide a marketing strategy. What would think would be effective by giving away a million free sandwiches to promote its new product. Well, it turned out terribly. It was a big flop. No one. There were little to no people who were aware. And is this the fault of the consumer? They didn't like the food, or was there little to no marketing that was done uh, to promote the free sandwiches here? Anyway, according to the article here at Yahoo.com, it mentions that Subway tried to give away 1 million free sandwiches to promote its new product or new menu. Franchisees says almost nobody wanted them, which is not good if you're the owner of the franchise. And obviously, the to create a new menu, meaning trying to revamp it, meaning there's a lull in your sales, meaning people are tired of your menu. So obviously, you have to find ways to always keep on continuing innovating. Obviously, continuing with the popular sandwiches that you own or that you have, and then looking for other ways. Like for in my case, I think the last time I ate there, I think I like their meatball subs, so which is not bad. So, but if it's popular, you retain those sandwiches, and then you always look for different mixes that would entice new customers you know, to buy your sandwiches. And how come the turnout here was terrible? Now, according to franchisees, they mentioned that there was poor marketing on the company side, whose sales and store counts have been declining for years. So, meaning obviously there are a lot of fast food chains around the world competing for affordable foods. Now you also have McDonald's, Chipotle, I forgot the name, and then there are a lot more. So they're competing with the same consumers, and finding ways to be able to attract your consumers is important. And in the case of Subway, they're offering something healthy, right? More healthier than a typical McDonald's fast food restaurant, or even Jollibee here in our country. So question is, why did it flop? And in some of the franchisees, they mentioned that having reported fewer than 20 people showing up for the giveaway. Now, what's wasted here is the large amounts of excess inventory, and obviously, thinking that you're getting a lot of people lining up to get your free sandwiches, and just throwing all away, right? And in contrast, as my Chipotle, I don't know which is the right pronunciation. Anyway, it mentions that in their case, in their restaurant, workers and consumers were overwhelmed when they offered the free burrito promotion earlier this July. So meaning what worked for Chipotle, I don't know which one. Anyway, as for Subway, it totally went the opposite direction, the wrong direction actually for that one. So the turnout was ho hum, and said that it was a much about ado about nothing, meaning it terribly flopped here. And obviously, if it didn't garner a lot of attention, it could only be either the consumers didn't. I would say consumers could be at fault here. If there were enough word of mouth marketing, announcement that, hey guys, next week there's going to be free products galore in Subway or any fast food chain, people would line up for free products, right? Especially, nowadays, you could just think about, the homeless people. They would line up and get those free sandwiches, right? And still get sandwiches. And the fact that, there are 22,000 restaurants, Subway restaurants, who offer the promotion, and to little to no success. And, obviously the marketing failed there. And what's interesting that most of whom had no idea that there was a promotion happening here. So it's a marketing failure on the company side here. And what happened here? Actually, it was mentioned by a veteran franchisee with the name of Naya, Nayanika Barker, who mentioned that corporate never promised any advertising behind it. So obviously, if the main corporate company does not support what the franchise are supposed to be doing, then you're setting up yourself for failure in the first place. What's interesting that there are some stores that gave away 10 sandwiches while others gave away 100. So meaning some of them got word of it, the others did not. So it's kind of frustrating if you think about it, because there's a big opportunity, especially for free products tend to generate a lot of consumers lining up, queuing in your stores, and missing this opportunity is a it's not a good sign, right? And obviously revamping your menu, obviously meaning people either the menu has been stale, growing stale, that consumers are tired of the same food over and over, or the same mix, and you try to, I would say, spice it up, but mix it up, so to speak, meaning are you using the best products, best ingredients, best raw material to produce your sandwiches here. And obviously if you have a tremendous food offering for your consumers, you don't have to offer this free sandwiches anyway. People would come in droves and go to your stores and buy it, you know hundreds or even thousands of sandwiches, in the immediate future. So I mean, I think my experience in Subway is they offer, uh, delicious meats, dressings, and the bread itself, right? So their upgraded bread includes deli sliced ham and turkey. Makes me hungry all of a sudden. Smashed avocado, you have fresh mozzarella, and a parmesan. I don't know, how do you pronounce this? Vinaigrette? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Anyway, so the issue here is, if you're the franchisees, franchise has been asking for a better bread. So, so I was right in guessing that, if you don't try to improve on your core product, in this case, obviously, bread is the main component in making those sandwiches, then obviously, if it's flavorless, people will not like it. Now, obviously, if you try to make it flavorful, is it good for your health? Putting, let's say, cheese, mustard, are those considered healthy dressings for your sandwiches? But the point here is to offer something of value to your consumers, and making them tasteful, delicious is always number one to be able to get the attention of consumers. Then you won't even need to have this promotion either way, which is was a wasted opportunity.